Welcome back to New Rockstars. She-Hulk Episode 2 sees the Incredible Hulk off to run some errands in a galaxy far, far away. I wonder where he went. Probably Walmart. But what if our first favorite Jolly Green Giant is on a one-way trip on his favorite rocket ship? What if Big Einstein, Brucey B, just took a one-way trip to Sakaar, never to return again until a later date? This is Rogue Theory, the show where we pitch the wildest theories for the nerdy titles that we love. My name is MT, and going rogue with me today is the wonderful ghost host with the most. It is Whitney van Laningham. What's going on, Whitney?
I'm good. Yeah, it's a good, nice day. It's a good one.
And my boy, Mr. Off-Screen Producer Brandon, the one who is basically the Nick Fury of the whole operation. What's going on, Brandon?
Oh, I don't want to be Nick Fury. That's too much work. That's too much, too much to deal with. You have to pretend to die so many times. Ugh, it's a lot of responsibility.
You want to carry a pager around all the time?
Man, they love pretending people die in the MCU. It's like their favorite thing to do.
Okay, but like, to be fair, Brandon, if you let me plan your fake funeral, like, it'll be so lit. Like, you know that I would plan you the
I'm willing to fake die for that.
For your fake
was
corpse.
lit.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
I'm down for that. Okay, I'm ready.
And the newest member of Mordo's Illuminati, it is Tom Michelsen. What's going on, Tom?
Yeah, I'm going to come in. Every time I walk into the room, it's going to go, it's going to play that theme just like Xavier. I shaved my head just for this episode, guys. Oh. So thanks so much for having me. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm going to walk around.
Thank you. You were prepared.
Yeah.
All right, guys, let's get into our first topic of the day, because I believe that there is a big possibility here that the Incredible Hulk might not be on Earth 616 for a very long time, because he is going to head back to Sakaar, obviously, because we have this Sakaarian ship that's like, hey, would you guys like to be in an accident? Here you go. Fresh accident for you. And make it a family event.
Ship accidents.
You get a ship
Whatever,
accident.
sorry.
You get a car accident.
Right? A Sakaar crash for you and you.
Oh no.
I've been saying that for so long.
Oh no.
Oh my god, that's the best thing ever.
You broke Whitney.
That's the best joke. Oh, you win.
Man.
You
I
already
like a
win.
good pun. But yeah, so we know in the comic books that Hulk has a pretty close relationship with Sakaar, because he was basically running that thing for a very long time. And like in the MCU, we have a different tale going on with the Hulk fighting the Grandmaster and escaping with Valkyrie and Korg and the whole Asgardian gang just going off to New Asgard. But I think that the MCU could be setting up a scenario where Hulk is forced to sort of take care of the people of Sakaar after they win their freedom from the Grandmaster. They beat this guy, and he's like, yeah, it's a tie, but is it really a tie, Grandmaster? You seem pretty outnumbered.
Yeah.
So I think that Hulk, with his amazing smarts, is going to have to sort of shepherd these new people into like their new role as a society, as a planet, because like these people can't leave. All these wormholes are all over the place, and like you cannot leave Sakaar unless you have one of these fancy new vehicles. So I think that Hulk is going to be staying on Sakaar to sort of be the mayor of Sakaar, the leader of Sakaar, and leaving She-Hulk to be the only Hulk on the planet, because you don't really need two Hulks on the planet if you don't have to. Like one Hulk is enough, and She-Hulk seems to have a handle on her powers a lot better than the Incredible Hulk does. Mostly in the comics, anyway. They're both obviously very sane and not breaking things at this moment, but we all know that Bruce is gonna mess up soon. Sorry, Bruce. Not to, have no faith in you, but we have to. Your struggle, your curse.
We know it's coming.
But what do you guys think? Do you guys think that Bruce is going to come back by the end of the series, or is he could he possibly stay on Sakaar for a bit and maybe potentially lead us into a World War Hulk situation where something goes wrong and he's pissed off that his whole society is ruined because of something that Earth did? What do you guys think?
I think he could be there for a little bit. I like that. I mean, it is like we just got him back on Earth and now they're moving him off again. I know it just got him back. There was 5 years there, but it was a blip to a lot of us.
To us, it felt like
it seems like we just get him around again.
I, for
like,
one, totally blipped out.
I mean, yeah.
Right?
Yeah. To ship him off again seems like, okay, well, you just got him here, but all right. But yeah, I think you're onto something that he could be gone for a little while. Also, I don't want to blame the Sakaarians for causing that car accident. You know, they just assumed the car would stop. They thought our technology was a little more advanced. Like I myself, in Los Angeles, there's so many Teslas driving around. I'm not afraid to step out in front of a Tesla going down the road. It'll stop unless I'm a small child.
That's a free payday,
if I'm a small
that
child,
should be your number one fear, Brandon. Oh my God.
I'm going to sue Elon for all those Teslas hurts me.
Brandon just has really strong thighs that the car would just stop.
Yeah. People want like driverless cars, but the second there's driverless cars, the people own the street again, okay? Once there's driverless cars, you can just walk out in the middle of the freeway. They're going to stop. The robots will stop. They can't stop me.
It's so like I love like to think that like he's like, hey, my ship could go from 1,000 to 0 in 0.5 seconds. Why not this ship that is clearly a minivan?
This
Why
is the planet
This
is the planet that beat Thanos. You're telling me their cars don't stop when an object gets in front of it? Like that's dumb.
Exactly.
That's dumb.
And it runs
That's
on
a really good point. That's a very good point though, because like you know, on a cosmic scale, like people think that Earth is like they're very impressed with what Earth has done. They've stopped an alien invasion from Thanos, and like they stopped Thanos again in Endgame. So like these guys are probably like, yeah, these guys must be super advanced. They probably saw Wakanda. It's like, hey, the whole planet's like Wakanda, right? Great.
Nah,
that's not the case.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is not.
That's a big time no.
We have the entire state of Florida. Florida does not, like, Wakanda cannot possibly make up for the mistakes of Florida.
That puts us down several evolution points.
It really knocks us down. Like Florida is the reason why we're going to get Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy someday. The universal bypass is just going to come for us all because of Florida.
Listen, as someone who was born and raised in the sunshine state of Florida, I'm here to say that you are absolutely correct, and that's all good.
I'm here to defend Florida by saying that you are absolutely correct.
That's my defense. You're absolutely correct.
But yeah, like I love this idea specifically because of that World War Hulk scenario that like I just want the MCU to tackle. And like, let's face it, it's gonna happen eventually. World War Hulk is too iconic, and like it has to happen for a reason. And that reason is in the comics, Sakaar blowing up because the like his ship blew up for some reason. I think it was his fault actually, but like he thought it was the Illuminati, so he was like, I'm gonna kill everybody. Not a great thing, but like, hey, I think that this is a great way to set up that Hulk motivation for revenge, and I like a good revenge.
Yeah, I think you're right, MT. I was thinking the same kind of thing. Is that because there's rumors rumbling that now that Universal's legal hold on the Hulk as a solo character in movies is expiring, that Marvel's going to get that back, and now they can make their own movies again. Maybe this is their way to pick up the where they left off and make a proper Hulk movie, because at the end of Planet Hulk, which Thor Ragnarok was supposed to be a little bit, he become the ruler there, right? Like he kind of liberates the people, and then they look to him to be a ruler. So maybe he'll come back, and then like you said, being the mayor or whatever, like they're just going to try to pretend as if he never came back to Earth.
Planet.
Yeah, he didn't leave. He's like, I've been here the whole time, and they're going to have him help rebuild the place, and then that way when his when the ship blows up, that'll give him a reason to go World War Hulk on everybody. The other thing I was thinking is, I wonder if he's not going to go World War Hulk on Earth, I wonder if they're going to make him go World War Hulk on Sakaar, like for some reason, and that'll be that way they don't have to explain Bruce Breaking Bad, which would still be fun and good though. But I was wondering, well, he still has another whole world that he could destroy or screw up over there, and I wonder if that's kind of where they're going. Yeah, the only thing is they've already introduced some of his like friends though, but because I think Meek was a villain actually in the Planet Hulk, and I think he was the one who blew up the ship to try to kill the Hulk, but he ended up killing the wife and the unborn baby who ends up being born. But yeah, that's what I was wondering, if this is either their way to like, hey, now that we can make our own movies again, let's just get him back to Sakaar and just continue the story, and then we'll do World War Hulk. And either we'll have him come back to Earth and be mad, or he can be mad on Sakaar and destroy places over here. I don't know. Another thing I was wondering, is this going to be another opportunity just to like destroy Black Bolt so easily, because that was one of the things I remembered from World War Hulk is Black Bolt on the moon trying to stop him from getting to Earth, and Hulk just fisting his face to shut him up. And I'm like, every movie's gonna be the 616 finding a way to just totally make the Inhumans look so inept.
Annihilate Black Bolt.
Every movie's gonna be Black Bolt getting destroyed. Every movie, it's like, we get it.
Yo,
you don't like humans.
Take that dude out first, though.
Yeah.
He's too powerful. He's
That's
too powerful.
his version of "I love you in every universe." It's like I die horrifically
in every universe. Yeah, exactly.
And Vision's like, been there, man.
Been there, bro. I feel you.
Yeah.
But no, I do love this idea of Hulk going crazy on Sakaar and just like smashing things, because like if you sort of think about like where She-Hulk episode 1 sort of left the Hulk, he sort of feels, at least his Hulk side anyway, he's kind of pissed that She-Hulk is out here being a Hulk and also being a strong Hulk on the planet, because we know the Hulk's whole deal is he likes being the strongest that there is. If you put Hulk back into his favorite sport arena and like around all these strong people, I feel like his insecurity could be like, I'm just gonna smash everyone to prove that I'm the strongest man on this planet because I want to be strong again. I could see the Hulk persona like that specifically, sort of like taking over the smart Hulk and like smashing things just to let it all out, because he hasn't really smashed since Ragnarok.
He hasn't smashed in a while. You know what they say?
Right? Same here.
And maybe he got a kid, and he smashed in the back. He smashed back then, and he's gonna smash again when he arrives. Who knows?
Who knows?
Right?
Maybe that's why he's going back, because he needs to smash. You know what I mean?
Right?
All I gotta say is
Agents of Smash.
All I gotta say is that men would rather get on a spaceship and go to a different planet than go to therapy. Get some therapy.
Exactly. It's true.
Deal with your problems.
What happened.
Go to therapy.
He gets pissed that his cousin is better at being a Hulk than him and doesn't have DID. And instead of just going to therapy, he leaves the planet and abandons her.
Yeah.
What is wrong with you, Bruce?
He would rather make a fat binder than talk to a therapist. What is wrong with you?
You broke my bar. Get out of here.
Get out of here. I'm fine with them taking Hulk off planet and doing like World War Hulk. Just don't like skip to the end again. I need to see Hulk doing some stuff. I don't want him just showing up in Secret Wars and being like, I've been gone the whole time doing these great things that you'll never see in the MCU. If they're going to do the whole thing, do the whole thing. But I think you're right, MT, that I don't know if there is a standalone Hulk movie that's worth doing if Hulk is not dealing with like Bruce versus Hulk, right? Like that is like the main thrust of a lot of it. And it's kind of a shame that we saw so little of just Hulk holding it down on Sakaar for 2 years, right? When Bruce is like, I've been gone for 2 years. I don't remember anything. Yeah, how was this Hulk able to stay Hulk but stay contained? Obviously, the Grandmaster was doing some control, but I think it shows that the Hulk is maybe evolved a lot and has a lot of control. And all this rest time, you know, Bruce says it's like a blending of the two, but it's not a blending of the two. My man Hulk doesn't have any say in what Smart Hulk is up to. He's being used. But if all this time, like Smart Hulk has been waiting and like biding his time, and as soon as he gets Bruce away from his planet, away from his gamma lab, Hulk's gonna come out again and be like, "You're mine now, bitch. Well, I'm never going back. It's me now, baby." I'm fine with them doing like the World War Hulk story, but it would be fun rather than him coming to Earth and having his grievances. Because I don't even know if Hulk has grievances on Earth. No one hates the Hulk on Earth anymore. If they just go after another planet, and if like Hulk is taking over Sakaar, he's the mayor of Sakaar, and he's like, we're gonna go invade this planet called, Chechnya, and they go and do it. And like, he just starts taking over other planets, and suddenly Nova Corps comes to Earth, or what's left of them, and they're like, guys, you need to deal with your Hulk problem here. He's taking over the galaxy. Someone's gotta stop him. I'm fine with all that.
No, I love that, because like, I can totally see Hulk biding his time, like waiting for the moment for Bruce to get off planet to take over the body and like to be like, yeah, I'm back on Sakaar. Let's do it. Let's be bad now. Because I'm too dumb to figure out how to get off the planet again, because that Quinjet was really lucky the first time. Yeah. First of all, I just want to talk about how Hulk even was able to operate the Quinjet. Like, how did he know how to like hang up on Nat? Like,
Oh,
I don't
that's
know. That
right.
was just very weird.
He's kind of smart.
Like,
Well,
when
we
he's
talked
gonna
about
go-
this before, MT, remember? I think because he gets on the Quinjet that Ultron was on with the cradle, right? He throws the cradle out, throws Ultron out or whatever. And he's on the
Right.
ship. I think Ultron knew about Sakaar. He was about to destroy the planet Earth, and he knew Sakaar was like this, cross points of the galaxy, right? It's this kind of like end-all, catch-all place of the universe. And we know from What If that Ultron ultimately will strive to get the Infinity Stones and take over the universe. That'll be his ultimate goal. So I think he was aware of it. He was like, well, I'm about to destroy Earth. It needs a little time to kind of reset. And while that's happening, as this is all happening, I'm going to fly off to Sakaar and go take over there because that's where the Grand Master is. And I know about the Grand Master because I'm Ultron. I'm going to take over, destroy him, and move on from there.
Because Ultron.
So yeah, because Ultron, he's Ultron, and then so that's I think Hulk was on that ship and was just like beep bo beep, and like he was smart enough at that point to do some things. Obviously, he hung up the phone and things like that.
Maybe
but I don't think,
maybe he was trying to turn up the volume or unmute himself, and he turned it off. It was like, yeah. For all we know,
Hulk
we
thought
don't
have
know.
pants on. Hulk sorry. Hulk thought camera
Exactly.
off.
Oh, Hulk, hang up.
Sorry. So embarrassing for Hulk. So yeah, I think he just got lucky, and that ship was gonna go to Sakaar with Ultron, and he just like rode alongside. Was just in it, baby.
That does make sense because, like, in What If, we do know that Ultron goes directly to Sakaar at one point. Like, he just beelines it for Sakaar and destroys that planet. So, like, he must have maybe some knowledge that Sakaar exists. Kind of crazy.
I just have like a question here that I can't stop thinking about, which is, what is the salary for being the mayor of Fight Club Planet? Like, what? How much does that pay? Because even in like our fine Earth, public servants are not paid very well, and I'm just kind of like, what's he gonna do? He's gonna go be the mayor of Tyler Durden Town for a little bit. I don't want him to.
Maybe he gets the castle. Maybe he gets like servants. Maybe he has a master of coin, and we can ask him. Yeah, we don't know. Maybe it'll be like a king type situation.
Hey,
I think that your theories are right, but I just want to say that I personally would never take this job. It sounds awful. It sounds like an awful
quite
career
terrible.
move.
Like,
it is
Whitney,
not
we
lateral.
captured you
It's not
to
even
be
a
the
lateral move.
mayor of this planet. Will you do it? You're hell no.
Like,
Yeah. Like, no, I don't. If
like,
I was
going
Hulk,
to
that's the
Sakaar-
last place I would go back to. That is the last fucking place. Like, I just wouldn't.
Yeah.
I just wouldn't want to in my.
But Hulk himself is a weird person because, well, he's not really weird. I guess it's like sort of a matter of circumstance because Hulk is a big hulking monster that has like a lot of emotional issues, and everybody on Earth hated him for the longest time. And I feel like that's why Hulk didn't want to show back up on Earth in Infinity War. I think that he just doesn't like being on Earth.
Yeah, man.
And so like Sakaar, he was living large. He had his own room. The
king,
Grandmaster loved him so much that he gave him his own room.
He had his own fans.
So he's like, yeah, I'm chilling. This is my element. Like, I live here. Thor, you can go if you want. I don't give a f-. Like, it's not really my thing. He wanted Thor to stay. He literally destroyed the Quinjet. He was like, stay here. It's the best place in the world.
Awesome. Yeah.
When it's quite terrible. It's
quite terrible.
It's like literally the worst place to be.
I agree with all of you guys. I agree with your theories. I'm just saying, for me personally, that is not a job that would work out very well.
For me personally, I would jump at the opportunity. No. Yeah, I was actually thinking like,
what's the healthcare like on Sakaar?
Right.
Come
I've got a horrible job here. I would love that.
Not great.
I was thinking, actually, what would get him off planet to Sakaar, and I was thinking, what if they showed up here like, yo, Hulk, you got a kid, and they're gonna be born any minute, and he's like,
they just serve him with like alimony papers,
right? Yeah,
he's
like, you need to get back here and figure this shit out. Yeah, because I think their memories were merged, so Bruce should know about this. But at the same time, Hulk was living it up as a celebrity on Sakaar. He probably had so many people throwing themselves at him, and he was like, "Yeah, Hulk smash, right?"
And now he's got child support due.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering if they're going to try to. Yeah, if that's also where they're going with this.
I think the Sakaarians showed up, and they had, they've taken over. They've deposed the Grandmaster. They have a new government, new democracy, and they're like, look. we've been going through some of the footage. You killed a lot of people in the ring. We're going to bring you up on war crimes. And Bruce was like, what? Excuse me? He's like, okay. And he's telling Jen, like, I got to go. I'm going to Sakaar. I'm going to go deal with a couple things. But when he gets there, he's going to kill all those. But he's going to kill them all. He's going to be like, I ain't going down for this, okay? I ain't going to bring you back. Okay, you're bringing me back, but you're bringing back this and this as well. Let's go, baby. Show me the evidence. He's going to wipe out
be there. Is this everyone? All right.
If you bring me back, you're also bringing back Jake Johnson and Tom O'Leary. Or sorry, Jake Johnson and Tom O'Leary.
Exactly.
That's right. And he's going to come back to Earth all bloody, and they're going to be like, how was it on Sakaar? He's like, I've never heard of Sakaar. I don't know what you're talking about. Doesn't exist.
Like, Sakaar?
It's gone.
Yeah.
We don't talk about Sakaar here.
Exactly.
That's one way to dispose of evidence.
For real. But okay, I think it's time for judgment time. All right, I'm ready for the judgment. Do you think this theory of Hulk leaving the planet to go on Sakaar and to stay off of Earth for at least a very long time is rogus, bogus, or ogus? Take it away, Whitney.
Rogus is hell, dog. I think he's going to Sakaar. I think he's going to be there to stay for a little bit. I think he's got business to attend to.
Yeah, business.
He's got business.
Yeah, big time business.
Gotta take care of business in every way. Every day.
If you know what I mean. He's truly the Nick Cannon of Sakaar. Just kidding.
Can't
believe that dude's on kid number 10.
He can't keep going. The Nick Cannon of Sakaar is such a sick bird.
Hulk Cannon.
Hulk Cannon.
All right.
It's canon. Yeah.
What do you think, Tom?
Oh, Rogus for sure. He is definitely. I think there because that's where the most of his story outside of Earth has been, and they're bringing a Sakaarian ship. I think they're either setting up for a new Hulk story or with World War Hulk or something where Marvel has the rights, or they're trying to explain why. They're trying to give She-Hulk her own chance to be her Hulk without Bruce having to be there. It's a way of like not killing him off and not writing him out of the show.
Yeah, exactly.
Giving him a way to do stuff, but not taking the spotlight away from Jen Walter. So Rogus.
And I also do think that it's kind of a huge endorsement to her capabilities as a Hulk, because he wouldn't have left the planet if he didn't think that she was ready to take it out on her own. And after training with her and realizing oh no, she kicks ass in every imaginable way, I think that it's cool. It's it's cool. It's like a loving gesture to be like, hey, I believe in you. You got this, girl. My cousin can hold it down while I'm off world. That's sweet. I like it. I think he's supportive.
Yeah, it's super nice because Bruce is technically the strongest being on the planet right now.
Yeah, dog.
Wanda's gone. Carol's never around because she's off having fun, and he's just the strongest one. So he's just like, hey, now you're the strongest one.
Thor has a hat that would beg to differ with you there,
It's
MT.
true.
Okay,
he's off planet too. He's off planet too.
He's a daddy
That's
now.
right.
He's daddy
Yeah, that's
Thor.
right.
He's the daddiest
he's a
Avenger.
daddy.
What about you, Brandon? What you think?
I'll say Rogus, leaning Ogus, only in the sense that they can do this. They can take him off, keep him off Earth for a long time, but they got to give me something in between now and whenever he comes back to Earth. I need to see something. Give my boy Hulk a standalone movie. Let Angry Hulk back out. Let's go. Let's go.
I would have loved some sort of prequel story where it happened during the 18 months, because we definitely got robbed of that. When Endgame started and he's already Smart Hulk, it's like, what? It's like, how cool would that have been to see him?
Dude, how did this? Why did this?
Yeah, and then come out the other side as Smart Hulks. I would have loved. They still can do it.
I would love.
It's Kevin Feige. You can still do it. So,
I would absolutely love if Marvel Studios released a series of shorts, sort of like I Am Groot, where it's just Bruce's journey on Sakaar and his what he was doing during the blip. It's like Bruce Banner, shorts. What's he doing? He's doing stuff.
What's he doing?
It'd be called Hulk shorts.
What's that guy doing? He's always doing something silly.
Stretchy shorts. Amazing. There you go.
Amazing. An endorsement for Yiddy. Absolutely.
For Yiddy. It's about that time.
Not damn time.
Well, thank you guys for listening to my weird theory. I got a lot of weird theories every week. But up next, Brandon, the man himself, has a theory about a rogue Kang flying around out there, which is kind of very interesting. But first, be sure to check out newrockstarsmerch.com, where right now we have 2 latest Obsession shirts available. Our She-Hulk inspired Lady Justice shirt, as well as our Ash and Ruin shirt celebrating House of the Dragon, are limited edition shirts and will not be available forever. And when you purchase a latest Obsession shirt, you unlock the opportunity to get a custom shout out that will appear on the bottom of our after shows, which are pretty great. And you can support the channel by checking out all of our awesome merch options over at newrockstarsmerch.com. We also want to thank Blue Chew for sponsoring this video, because with a holiday weekend just around the corner, we want to make sure that you have all the fireworks you need for a little celebration in the bedroom. Blue Chew can help give you that extra bit of confidence when it matters most. Blue Chew is a unique online service that delivers the same active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis, but in chewable form and at a fraction of the cost. And you can take them anytime, day or night, so you can plan ahead or be ready whenever an opportunity arises. And the process is simple. Sign up at bluechew.com, consult with one of our licensed medical providers, and once you're approved, you'll receive your prescription within days, not weeks, days. And the best part, it's all done all online. So no visits to the doctor's office, no awkward conversations, and no waiting in line at the pharmacy, because lines suck. Blue Chew's tablets are made in the USA and prepared and shipped direct to your door in a discreet package. So if you want to keep that summer of love vibe going all year long, give yourself that boost of confidence and head on over to bluechew.com. And we've got a special deal for our listeners. Try Blue Chew for free when you use our promo code ROGUE at checkout. Just pay $5 shipping. That's bluechew.com, code ROGUE, to receive your first month for free. Visit bluechew.com for more details and important safety information. And we thank Blue Chew for sponsoring this podcast. And boners everywhere. All right, Brandon has our second topic for today, so please take it away, Brandon.
Oh, yes. So I've been noodling on this idea lately, and it involves our boy Steve Rogers, who we all love so much. Captain America, they call him, the first Avenger. What a sweet guy, so altruistic, so kind, so
sweet man, good man,
so
beautiful
loving.
ass,
Beautiful.
glorious
He's got a great
good
ass.
ass. I gotta
Great
say,
ass.
He got a great ass.
That's the guy who wears Yeti.
It's true. It's true.
That's a Yeti ass
That's a
ass
Yeti
right
ass
there.
for sure.
He's got a great ass, folks. But I think that Steve Rogers is a Kang, okay? And here's why. Here's why you can't trust this guy at all.
Yeah, tell me
Wow.
why, Brandon.
Okay.
That's pretty
Tell me
rough.
why.
I
Holy
don't
shit,
know.
that's a big
That's
accusation.
a pretty big
Yeah.
accusation.
We need to call
I did not see that
She-Hulk.
coming.
You
Yeah,
need to
that's
call
why
She-Hulk in
it
here
caught me off
because
guard.
that's a big
Steve
accusation.
Rogers is a Kang, ladies and gentlemen. This little scrawny boy shows up out of nowhere. All of a sudden, his parents are dead. How convenient. How convenient. He gets ejected
How convenient.
with the most important thing that exists on Earth at that time, which is probably the super soldier serum. It's pivotal. It's an iconic thing. This allows him to extend his life beyond the parameters of a normal man. He then goes on through all the adventures of the MCU that we know and love, and he's entrusted with the security of all 6 Infinity Stones to take them back in time and put them where they're supposed to go, right? Or so. And what happens at the end of that? He doesn't do the last part. He doesn't show back up, right? And all of a sudden, this old man shows up and he's like, "Hey, Sam Wilson, you could be Captain America now. I've been banging out this chick for 100 years. I'm tired. I'm done." Right?
I was so sick of people accusing me of being a virgin.
I was so
that
disgusting.
I
Absolutely disgusting.
had to
Been
time travel to
hoeing
prove that
for
I get
decades.
sucked.
And then he just walks away, I guess, from this little bench by the lake. And no one has any idea where he is. Is he dead? Is he alive? We don't even know. I think he's a Kang, okay? And I think that when we saw him in Endgame as an old man, he hadn't just like gone and like lived out a life with Peggy. I think he's obsessed with extending his life beyond the parameters of a normal man. And that's because he's a Kang. He's obsessed with time. He's obsessed with the Infinity Stones. And when they gave him the stones to go back and put him in a place, he didn't do that. He went back and he put them in a way to manipulate the timeline as he sees fit. I think that Steve Rogers Kang will be revealed to be a Mortis. And I think that old Steve Rogers that we saw, he hadn't just lived one life with Peggy, because I think he would have outlived her so easily. I think that old version of Steve Rogers was an old version that had gone through multiple rounds in the timeline. It has just been in the washing machine, just crafting this perfect timeline for himself, creating like branches and send-offs where they are. but like he's formed his own perfect timeline, and that's what he went back to. There's a timeline where this Steve Rogers has complete control, has all the Infinity Stones, and is a Mortis, and it is his own world that he's crafted for himself. And whether he's good or bad is not for me to say. Because he came back and he gave Sam the shield. He's like, you go on, you deal with this timeline, I'm done. But I think that the Steve Rogers we know is a Kang. Maybe he didn't know that from the jump, but now he knows. And he's just living in a little time circle that he loves so dearly. That's my theory.
Ooh.
Like his own little
I
segment.
love, especially with this like a Mortis angle, like I love the idea of Steve Rogers being like the He Who Remains of his universe, because like in the comics, He Who Remains is this wrinkly old white man.
Right.
And why not? If they want to go super comics accurate, it's like, hey, here's Chris Evans,
you
Kang,
want a wrinkly old white man? We got one right here.
got
He's
one.
right on this bench, and he's hard. Yeah.
He definitely uses blue chew.
For 100 years.
Just Kanging and banging, am I right?
Hell yeah.
Hey,
Hell
little
yeah.
Kang bang, let's go.
Kang bang. I'm here for the Kang bang.
You know a Kang bang happened during that Council of Kang phase. You know that.
Oh,
for sure.
it
Kang
had
bang.
to have. It had
It's
to
all,
have.
it's not. That's just masturbation at that point. It's all you.
It's just
Sorry. Never mind. It's just yourself. Sorry, but no. This idea of Steve Rogers being a Kang would be a massive reveal for the MCU, and also just like goes to show like how devious a Kang could be. It's like, hey, I'm secretly, prodding my seeds in different people, and like, hey, anybody could really be a Kang. Like, what if he was like a Kang sleeper agent?
Yeah.
He's like, I was actually good boy Steve Rogers for my whole life, and then I remember that I was Kang, and I'm actually evil.
Yeah.
So I don't need the shield because shields
I'm
are for
Kang,
good guys.
gotcha.
It's disgusting.
Yeah. Oh.
And I think he's
I like
he
that
is like
idea.
a good Kang, and that like he likes the 616, and I think he's kind of protecting it from the outside. We had He Who Remains on the inside, kind of keeping it safe, but now he's gone, and so all hell can break loose. But I think this Kang is on the outside, and he's like, I like that little universe. They were so nice to me. They gave me my powers.
That's so sweet. I
They
love
gave me
them.
the stones. I like that little
That lady
universe.
let me
It's so
sleep with her in
cute.
1940, whatever.
Yeah.
That was so nice.
That was so nice.
cute. But I think the only way we get Chris Evans back in the MCU as Captain America is if it's like a big twist. I don't think he wants to come back as like nice boy Cap. We've had that story. It's done. I think the big reveal would be that like, oh, I found out I was a Kang, and so I'm living the dream, baby. I'm living the dream.
Ooh.
I was thinking I wasn't on board at first, but then when you tied it into a Mortis, and then and also thinking about this could be their way to do almost like a Hydra Cap, like that. There's a lot of stories we never got.
I was just
We
thinking
never
that.
got because you can only fit so much into these movies, and
Yeah.
and like this could be a way to, like you said, like to get Chris Evans back, because then it could be like, look, it's not really you, and that way you're not tarnishing what you did, and it's tying it into what's coming with like Secret Wars and stuff. Like, if people think Secret Invasion is gonna have reveals, if this is true, everyone's mind's gonna explode. It's gonna be insane if this is freaking true, and then I'm just gonna be like, Brandon was right. Oh my God, Brandon was right.
His biggest fear, as revealed by Wanda, was like the war ending, right? He wants constant struggle, constant war. I think he'll find his peace with Peggy and realize that's not what he wants, and Peggy just dies. And he keeps going through time, and Peggy will always die, but like he lives on. He exists. Also, like, how did he get to the bench? He has his control of time on his own somewhere, and that's in his own universe
maybe he had
that he's
that little
crafted.
wrist thing
He's
that
got
Kang
his
had to
stones and
control.
stuff.
Yeah, right?
Yes. We got to kill Steve Rogers. He's got to go. We gotta
What if
kill him.
Steve Rogers is like?
We
what
gotta
if
kill Steve
Rogers,
Rogers.
We gotta kill that.
We gotta get this guy
What
out
if
of
Steve
here.
But like, what if Steve Rogers sort of has like a Doctor Strange-esque like motivation, is like collecting Peggies from different realities. Like, one Peggy's not enough. I need one Peggy for every minute that I missed
from
out.
every universe. I love you in every universe.
Yeah.
a giant spaceship shows up, and it's Steve Rogers as a Mortis at the head, and every crew member is a Peggy. They're all just different Peggy's riding the ship.
He's just like, I
Living
need
the
every
dream.
Peggy.
I've got every
single
Peggy.
Peggy will
And
be
then he revived
mine.
the Peggy from Doctor Strange, so there's like a half Peggy
Yeah.
there that's like, "Hi guys, I made it!"
Hi.
Like, oh, thank God! Yeah, all the Peggies everywhere.
Every Peggy. Every Peggy comes back.
Even the What If Zombie Universe Peggy.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Oddly enough.
Yes.
Yeah.
All of them. When we say all Peggies, we mean all Peggies.
All Peggy.
We're not fucking around here.
All
We're not
Peggies.
giving you a short list. It's all of them.
Exactly. We commit here. But yeah, no, this idea of Steve Rogers being a king, especially with what Tom said about Hydra Cap. Like I would love to see like Kang secretly being like, yeah, Hydra, I'm on your side, but like it's like a double cross.
Yeah.
It's like I'm secretly Kang and I'm just taking over Hydra that's taking over the world because I just want to take over the world. That would be crazy. That would be crazy. I'd love it. That's a real Secret War scenario. That's a big secret.
Big secret.
Big secret.
That's a
There
big
will
old
be wars
secret that
over
might start a war. You
It might
never
start
know.
a war. Not in the
Exactly.
movies,
It
and
might
online
just-
for
Secret
sure. It will start a war.
But all right, gang. I think it's time for voting
Yeah,
time. So
vote
what do you
on
guys
it.
think about this idea of Steve Rogers being a secret Kang? I think it's pretty damn rogus. It's the super rogus, so I'm going to give it 3 roguses. 1 rogus stacked on top of another rogus stacked on top
Oh my
of
gosh,
another
a triple
rogus.
Damn, that's a
rogus.
lot of roguses. Oh man, well I hate to cut you down, but I am gonna give it an ogus because
Ooh.
I really like the theory so much, and so much of it would make sense. I don't know.
That's
I
fair.
don't know
Hey, that's
if
fair.
I'm
I
gonna
want it to
do
be
that.
considered
Like, I
ogus
don't know.
or bogus.
I think that it's ogus in my opinion. I love it. I
I-
love it.
I'll
I
take it.
just don't know about it.
Yes, no, I'm on the same trip as Whitney, but like I just gave it rogus because like super rogue.
No,
Like,
it is
it's
super rogue.
Yeah, I think if this was
I dig
like,
it.
what does Tom want to happen, it would be Ogus, but it's not. This is rogue theory, and that's one rogue ass theory. So I'm also going to give that
It is.
Rogus
I
up
love it.
because
It is a
I'm like,
rogue-ass theory.
that is just so crazy and rogue, some would say, and it got me thinking about things I never thought about. So I'm like, and that's what the show's about. That's what the MC should be about. So
Beautiful.
I'm gonna
Thank
go with you. I'm gonna go with you on that one.
Rogue team, I love you guys. All right. But now it is time. Speaking of being rogue, it's time for a rogue question. You guys want a rogue question?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's gonna
Yeah,
be
let's
give you
do
a
it.
rogue question, whether or not you're ready for it, because here it comes. Video this week has surfaced of crime happening in real life. Jamila Jamil was out as Titania, vandalizing She-Hulk billboards in Los Angeles as some part of a viral marketing campaign. They say it's viral marketing, but I think that she needs to be arrested for real. My goodness, just kidding, it's actually viral marketing. So since that happened, what would be the roguest way a comic book villain could cross realities to do some viral marketing in our world?
So do
mean-
viral marketing or crimes, or I guess both.
Could be both. It could be both.
Okay.
They're synonyms.
Okay,
It's fine.
okay.
Viral marketing is a crime. I agree.
Viral marketing is a crime.
You tell me I'm being marketed to. Don't sneak it in on me. Don't sneak it in on me.
Yeah.
Right?
Sneak it in.
And this episode is brought to you by Blue Chew, by the way.
Yeah, we're on the up and up here at the Rockstars. We're not trying to sneak that in like all these other people.
We're on the up and up is, funnily enough, the slogan of Blue Chew.
Hey,
It's what they tell their investors. It's a really a universal, a very versatile
slogan there.
tool here.
Yeah.
I think you could do if you were doing the next. We know Batman 2, right? There's rumors they want to do Freeze, Mr. Freeze, Dr. Freeze. Is he a doctor?
Mhm.
Mr. Freeze?
He is a
Dr.
doctor,
Freeze?
but
Mr.
he's a mister.
I
As
think
he's holding
it is
the
a-
gun.
He's a doctor
mister.
that goes
Mr.
by
Doctor.
Mr. Freeze. What a
Strange.
nice guy. That's really
Yeah.
humble. All these
He's like,
other
I'm one of the
doctors
people-
throw
Hey,
it into
Mr.
their
Really
name.
humble.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
very humble.
Light,
Okay, so you're gonna have
strange.
Batman 2, you have Mr. Freeze. Batman, it's always, because of Nolan, Chicago was used as Gotham a lot, right? I see you have Mr. Freeze come to our world and he freezes the Chicago River. And you can you can ice skate down it in honor of Batman 2. But because he is Mr. Freeze, he freezes it while there's still like a tour boat and everyone on the tour boat gets frozen, and things like that. So there's people put in peril, But it's still kind of a cool marketing thing. I think that would be fun. They'll thaw out.
That
They'll
would
thaw
be
out.
fun.
They'll live. The people will live. But
it's just a rip.
he's a villain, so you gotta have some people put in harm's way. I'd say.
He just freezes everybody's wives. It's like, hey, if I can't have my wife,
I mean, I
nobody
don't think
can.
that's fine. Maybe just
Everybody's
for a
wife is
weekend.
getting
Viral
cold,
marketing.
baby.
Maybe just
My
like a few
Peggy's, all my
days. I don't need it for a long time.
He's
my
gonna
Peggies
get
are
all the
gone.
Peggies
He's
cold.
gonna freeze all the
Oh,
piggies.
no.
Confirmed.
My
Confirmed.
piggies.
Sub-Zero Peggies,
Yeah.
no!
Put sweaters on the Peggies.
All Peggies need sweaters. A-P-N-S. I don't know what I'm saying. All right.
It's funny that you said you're
That
talking
is,
about Batman, Brandon,
hilarious
because
idea.
I was thinking that I've been like a lot of people. I'm worried about climate change and global warming, and I was like, if Poison Ivy could come here and start making more plants, growing more trees,
That's a
yeah.
really
let's
good
come up with
one.
more fuel.
That's actually a
alternative
very good
fuel.
answer.
That would be great.
Some like
but- and
pop-up
maybe she could-
gardens in different cities.
Yeah,
I like
maybe
that. I
I
like
would
that.
pop-up
really
garden.
dig
And she
that.
could be thinking she's like
That
doing
would be
major
incredible.
crimes. Would be, I made this forest here. I'd be like, thanks, actually. That's great. Because we
Bro.
got some deforestation going on. We need to get more of that
Yeah.
fixed.
She turned some
Honestly,
gas stations into
like,
pop-up parks with like
Exactly,
vegetation
yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah.
I love
Mhm.
it.
Yo,
Something
like
like that.
if the Batman 2 does tackle Poison Ivy, I think this is a fantastic way to market the movie. It's just like you just make like concrete places, like super vegetative and
Like
filled with life
overgrown
There
and
you
stuff. Yeah.
filled with
That's a free
Yeah,
one
like,
for you,
it's
Zaslav.
amazing.
Write that one down for a couple years from now.
That's a free one for you.
Don't write it
That's
off.
a free good
you cannot
idea
write
for
this one
once.
off.
And,
You
you
gotta
can take that to the
use
bank.
the whole thing from start to finish. Okay.
Yeah, love it.
exactly. What you think, Whitney?
Okay, listen, you guys. I understand that the question is comic book characters. I get it. But what if...
Go roll,
Yeah,
Whitney.
go
What if
Let's do
instead
it.
I told you guys that Vin Diesel is already basically doing this in real life with the Fast and the Furious 10th installment? First stunt. He pisses off the director Justin Lin, who has worked on 9 previous films
Check.
with him, and to the point where he left the franchise entirely. He was like, I am never working with Vin Diesel again. This guy sucks. The same thing happened to The Rock the last time The Rock tried to hang
Check.
out. So I think that in this scenario, Vin Diesel is the real life villain. And the second thing that happened very recently is that an entire neighborhood in Los Angeles filed a complaint against the Fast 10 because they were drag racing in the
That's
neighborhood, and they
right.
were like, this is too loud, too dangerous, too fast, too furious.
Too furious.
And so, like, the city of Los Angeles already just, like, hates this guy. The director has quit. I think that we are looking at real-life supervillain Vin Diesel, who is absolutely viral marketing the shit out of Fast 10 to make all of us go, God damn
true.
it, I have to see this
I have to see this movie. That's
Wow.
destroying my neighborhood.
I would
That's
That
too
destroyed
fast
an
and
entire
too
neighborhood's
furious.
sense of community.
I love
He's
it.
destroying communities.
Masterful marketing by Vin Diesel by being
Vin
just
Diesel
an
himself.
asshole.
Yeah,
To everybody.
100%.
Like, imagine he was like the nicest guy. It's like, no, this is all for the marketing.
This
like,
is just for the
it's
marketing.
fine.
Oh my
Like,
gosh,
I'm a really nice
I'm a
guy.
totally sweet person. I don't know. I think that you kind of do have to be like a pretty big dick to make The Rock mad at you.
Yeah, no.
I
I've
feel
heard
like
different
Wayne
things
Johnson
about
is
it.
like so nice. Like he seems like the
Mhm.
nicest, like just person in general. And I cannot imagine trying to start beef with Dwayne goddamn Johnson. That just is a recipe for disaster. That man
Mhm.
has survived every goddamn disaster movie of the 2010s. Okay, and you don't mess with him. You don't mess. Oh, you just don't. Okay. Anyway.
Exactly. And he survived
that's
all
my
the
take.
violence of wrestling, which I was told recently is very real.
It's
Wrestling
very
is
real.
real.
So real.
Very
I was
real.
wrong. I had
Don't
a
forget
week to
it.
really think about what I said, and I would like to apologize to all the WWE fans. AEW, I don't know what else is
You
there.
don't want to piss off the
A&W,
internet wrestling
root
community,
beer.
MT. They'll come for you. They'll come for you.
And
And they'll
stands
power
for
bomb you
awesome
right
in
in the center of a
wrestling.
ring. Yeah.
Exactly.
They will. They'll do it.
But no, these are all super rogue ideas. But I'm going to have to give this Rogue Theory question winner to Mr. Tom Michelsen for the very imaginative Poison Ivy marketing, because I really want to see that.
That was
I'm a
the
big
best
fan
answer.
Of
That was a very good answer.
And
I like it.
It's
Yeah, it's
the
mostly
world
selfish
is
for me
dying in
because
terms
I
of
want to
plants.
Yeah, that'll be a good way to help us offset our carbon footprint. Right? Just getting poison ivy to wreak havoc over here on our behalf. That would be great.
That's the best way to reduce your carbon footprint. It's like recycle. Oh,
And
no.
we could be like, oh no.
Just call her.
Yeah.
Just
no,
call
poison
her
ivy,
out.
you missed the spot. But oh no, over there too, please.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
You called the villain.
Exactly. I think Poison Ivy would make a great villain for the Batman 2, personally.
Yeah, that would be
Bro, she would
But-
eliminate all
yeah, it'd be
plastic
great.
straws so fast. There would be
So
no more
fast.
plastic
So
straws.
fast. All the turtles would love us.
The
My
turtles would
goodness.
survive so hard. The marine
It would survive
life
so hard.
ecosystem would be
Oh, we're
thriving.
living.
Oh, we're
We're
gonna
living
fuck each
so
other and
hard.
lay little turtle eggs on every beach, and then the babies are gonna crawl back into the ocean when they're old enough.
Let's
Anyways,
go.
that's the kind of lovemaking I do.
Same. I have the speed of a turtle. I don't know what to say, but that is it. But that is it for this episode of Rogue Theory. Thanks to our amazing guests, Whitney van Laningham, Tom Michelsen, and off-screen producer Brandon Barrick, the man himself. Support our channel by checking out all of our awesome merch over at newrockstarsmerch.com. It really helps us. And if you got some thoughts of your own for Rogue Theories, you can share them on our Discord. Just make sure that you are 18 years old and older, so you can click that link in the New Rockstars description. You can join the server today because we'd love to have you. We love chatting with you. You guys are amazing. But thank you guys so much for watching this video and spending some time with us. You can follow me at MasterTainment. You can follow New Rockstars on all social platforms. And we'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.